Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Tuesday night live stream. We are we're chilling in Ark. Not really planned out. Probably we're hoping to hit the water, do some stuff in the water, but we're also kind of hoping our newer teams will be ready. But yeah. Everyone can hear you guys now.
I'm sorry. May their poor souls rest in peace. Poor pieces. The irony is they can hear us while we're all sitting over here hyper focused on stuff.
Huh?
I said the irony is the fact they can hear us, but we're all over here in our little corners hyper focused on stuff.
Hyperfixating, yeah. Yes.
Or do that.
I do
What's
have
that,
to
Winter?
remember to remake that timed command.
What? Wake up?
No, just the Rex gets hyperfixated at times, so just remember, there's the eyes up command. Or at least for Twitch there is, which just triggers the soundbite of
You had to put in Navi.
it fits.
Hopeless.
I know you are.
I like that. I can live with that.
Cuddles.
Cuddles are easy. Cuddles are the favorite because they require no freaking work.
Cuddles are the best imprint.
Okay, so let's throw the annoying Bronto back out again.
Jump in the water was the first thing I find, a mag.
I mean, you had it coming.
Let me guess, berry harvesting?
Yep. What's the fastest way to level?
Killing stuff, because gathering isn't a... unless you're using it for narcotic.
Exactly.
Uh-oh, you hit the other one. Whip it. Whip it good.
Really, Rex? I knew you were a child, but damn.
It's a Bronto fight. What else do you describe it as? They're
Grab one
sitting
of the
there.
silos and eat that thing.
They're sitting there whipping each other. Nom, 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 nom.
Good lackey.
And now this audio channel's messed up. What the?
See what happens when you get all sassy? Who's there now?
I don't know. Who goes there?
Calidork.
Oh, it is.
It is.
He has come to teach you lessons.
No.
He has come to grace my stream with his voice.
Well, I am, but your stream is lagging shockingly.
That's
It's
surprising.
stopping and spooling, stopping and spooling, stopping and spooling.
That's weird because it's not saying it's having any issues on Streamlabs.
Let's me close out and try again. Could just be my
Aussie
link
internet,
to Twitch.
Aussie net.
No, not normally, but it could be my link to Twitch. Might have just come up with a bad link.
You're all closer, not real fast. Okay, Dork Brains of the Fiddle Farts.
Hmm?
Instantly get a commercial.
Yeah, of course.
Rex,
Yeah.
I got another Bronto for you to munch.
It's looking smooth on my end for Twitch.
Let's see.
I'd say it's on Kaladin's end because it's running smooth for me as well.
Yeah.
It appears to be at the moment.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I had issues like that too. So it's
No, it's stopping and caching every so often. Let's just check something.
I mean, you gotta remember, it is Twitch. Twitch is always twitchy.
A little bit, yeah.
Mm.
No,
So,
no.
how are you doing today, Kaladin?
I'm peopling better.
That's debatable.
That's true.
yeah.
I'm awake, I think.
I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, me, it's a bad thing when I wake up because, I mean, then I have to deal with humans.
It's debatable.
Are you able to type today?
I don't know. I haven't tried yet.
That batch.
My connectivity appears to be okay. I don't know. I think it's just Twitch being Twitch.
yeah.
More than likely.
Is Zaraki about to play Yeet the Baby again?
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I think it's
Let's
just
move up
Twitch
and
being
get it.
Twitch.
Nice little.
Huh, I've even got low latency mode turned on, would you believe that? And it's still give me shit.
Yeah. Who knows how well that actually works, though.
I don't think it does. I think it's just to make people feel as if they're actually doing something that might help.
So, Kaladin, we did find out one thing that's nice about ASA.
Oh,
A very, very nice quality
if
of
you
life.
recreate your character,
Yeah.
it transfers all your previous imprints to that new character.
oh, that's nice. And
Yeah.
obviously, it's keying off your Steam ID or whatever, so it knows how to link it back up.
Because I recreated my character because I didn't like how tall he was.
Yeah.
And yeah, all my imprints are still there, still accessible.
Nice. No, well, that is nice. It's about time they actually fix that shit.
Right?
And hello, Luna.
It's a lunar Dorcas.
Wow, you really are in Dino mode, aren't you, Luna Dorcas?
Well, I mean, he's been abandoning us all for Minecraft.
Hey, I've abandoned you all for, I don't know, solitude.
Mental health
that-
reasons?
That's a perfectly valid reason, though.
Mm,
I've just been wanting to play something. Yes, it's LFP modded Minecraft, but
Oh,
still
God.
it's-
You poor thing.
all the mods, yeah.
It's all the mods plus additional mods that LFP have added.
So all the other mods.
Because it didn't include the mods that they that I say they, you know exactly who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Specifically wanted.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Let's just say there's about 460 mods.
I've got to go AFK, but
And the worst thing is that is small for one of their mod packs.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
They had to take out a couple. Because they weren't working right. But yeah, I've just been wanting to play something a little more chill because the job hunt has been horrendous.
Yeah. I get to go back into
Basically,
that ring.
you wanted an autopilot game. One
Well,
that's
wasn't-
chill vibe, but you can play without much actual thought process.
Exactly. Like I.
But why
I
do you
know how
choose
to-
LFP modded Minecraft?
because they're hosting the server and I get to. I'm technically not being antisocial by playing on a group of with a group of people that I know. So
While making your poor computer cry in agony as it's trying to keep up with all the mods.
oh no, it's perfectly fine. It's the server that's having the issues.
That's no
I-
surprise.
I still say we need to drop first into their server. I mean, if they think they can nuke a server, First is the master at that crap.
Now it's Unique and Chevy are very, very good.
Of course.
Bug does it accidentally.
And yet they still probably blame Tabor.
He's not there.
It wouldn't
They
stop them
probably
from
still
blaming
blame
him.
them.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just huddled up in my little two-story house, kind of slowly building things out, and then occasionally just standing. In the amount of time everyone's put up these massive bases and put reactors in, I have barrels for storage.
Well, yeah, because that group just moves at the speed of sound.
I feel it's more half the speed of light.
Kinda.
Like, don't get me wrong, they have a decent-sized group in a lot of the games, so it's not a surprise they make such rapid progress.
Oh yeah.
But,
Enjoy the damn game.
yeah,
Yeah, this is part of the thing that I like doing is kind of just wandering.
And this isn't the first LFP kind of rant on that topic that has hit my streams, especially of late.
I mean, we did have the topic yesterday.
But it's always about like the same thing. It's just they move a little too quick for I like it.
They power play.
Yeah.
Yep. So what I hear you say is you're throwing some shrimp on the Barbie.
Really.
Yes, the Australian saying that is not an Australian saying.
No, it's dino steaks and pterodon wings. There's no there is no shrimp to be thrown on the Barbie right now. We're not in the water yet.
Actually, that's the closest thing we got to shrimp are those one threat generator snail things.
The amalebites.
Oh, no, then there's the little stingy bastards. Yeah. Although that's
Currently.
more closer to like a crawdad, honestly.
Currently, because don't they have a very small like school of fish
Or
thing for
lobster.
Genesis for the giant turtle base thing?
I'm just waiting for my tail to do
Wait,
some
is that
passive
closer
action.
to a shrimp, or would the no touchy cloud fucker be closer? I don't know.
Really, the main maps I spent some time on the LFP group was the island, Scorched, and then I didn't catch back up with them until Extinction.
That was a 150 stego too.
Yeah, what's this baby? Because that 150 is. Ooh, 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 ooh. This
I
baby's
stopped.
150. There we go.
Like I said, I stopped.
I have two other ones.
Oh, I'm gonna run it over to Zarakis.
He's like, wait, let's get some berries first.
Yeah. At least grab a stack while you're dropping them.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I'm only in it for the stem berries and the narco berries.
Yeah. So just grab a box off the ground, throw it in the stego.
So yeah, I don't know if you caught it, Leonard, but apparently now with the or with ASA, when you recreate your character on the same server, it keeps all of your imprints.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
I knew Kaladin wasn't
The
here for
glitter, right?
that. Do what?
Glitter.
I was
He said
saying
lunar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just popped in when you were talking to Kaladin about that.
Glitter's in space.
I am focused. To be fair, when I hear a new Zaraki talk, it's akin to meh, 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 meh.
Wow. Screw you, asshole. I mean, to be fair, when I hear you talk, all I hear is a naggy old hag. So,
I mean, you're not wrong. So,
I mean, we're talking warts and all.
I mean, you gotta. Do I have the long nose too?
No, because that would put you into the witch category.
Okay, Queen.
Nice try, though.
Well, you gotta fall short somewhere.
You fall short everywhere.
Yup.
Yeah.
So what's Queen breaking now?
No, she's just saying she's putting some dinos in cryo.
If you got it, you got it.
Well, just after
Right.
school activities, so ride program. So that's why she's not really joining tonight.
So that's why you're going with more of a chill vibe, just eventually do water stuffs.
No, it's always nice to do a more chillaxing stream every once in a while, especially with ASA. We've been doing quite a bit of progressive stuff.
We progressed really quick. Like, not you know who style, but quick.
You make it sound like you're talking about Voldemort with that.
I
You know,
mean,
his style.
He who shall not be named.
Like, if you weren't on one of my pack mules, I'd get off and I'd shoot you in the face with a shotgun. But lucky for you, you're on one of my pack mules.
But yeah, especially in the sense of what Strain has seen, it definitely seems like we progressed quite rapidly the last couple. But that's because I've actually been putting time in. Again.
No, I mean, it's not my fault you're a slacker. Damn slouch.
The burnout be real sometimes.
You're not allowed to get burnt out.
And with Queen's computer before Christmas not handling it as well, it didn't help.
Oh yeah, Lunar. They're also coming out with a new DLC, or they're coming out with their first DLC for Empyrean.
I saw that. Interesting.
I mean, at
'Cause-
least unlike most gaming developers, they waited until the game was in a stable enough or at a stable enough point to actually implement DLC.
Well, and they've also partnered with Funcom.
I didn't catch that part.
Yeah, I watched a Spange video on it, and apparently they partnered with Funcom, who are now handling their marketing.
Nice. Those are the guys that make my Conan game, huh?
Yep.
Even
Wha-
better.
I want to even say that they do like City Skyline or something like that.
I don't care about Skipper City Skyline.
They do quite a few good games, and they've got a wide variety of games too under their belt.
They did Dune. That's what it was. They're doing the Dune game. Dune Awakening, Dune Spice Wars, and Conan. I don't see anything about City Skylines. I think that was Paradox.
Whichever, maybe it's just a similar looking logo.
Yeah.
I also don't keep
Rex,
very.
you and putting dinos in the middle of the walkway.
I could have sworn I parked the Thyla, thank you.
I'm not talking about the Thyla.
Oh, the Stego. The Stego was making sure it was close enough to the feeding trough. While it aged.
Uh, Brr.
I have lost too many dinos to starvation. No, I actually don't have any Ryos on me there, Quinn. For once, I left the base without cryopods.
Amateur. To be fair, you're constantly flicking me shit about that shit, so.
Yeah. Couple pre-made saddles. Oh, all the seeds. Oh, look. More shared experience. I forgot to turn back on the timer when I imprinted you.
Where it is back at 50.
Oof, Kaladin. Oof. But yeah, the Queen's even got it up, and it's smooth as butter. It ain't no week old milk. Unrefrigerated.
So you're preferred. Got it.
No.
What, you like them older? I mean, if that's what works for you.
God damn it, Zaraki. No. Go up faster. We want to go play in the water.
You're so impatient.
Yep.
Just like a toddler.
No. What, don't have basic kibble?
Nope. I don't feel like making any just for a one-time tame.
Exceptional kibble.
No, simple.
By the way, as far as exceptional, I have a Hesperonychus egg if you want it. A golden Hesperonychus.
Rex.
What's up? You want me to do it? In hopes that it doesn't go to regular kibble?
If it goes to regular kibble, I'm stealing your otter chibi.
Oh, there you go. It wants a berry.
Okay, that's easy enough.
And I put the crab pot in it.
Okay. Snarky little bastard.
You gotta admit, there would have been a certain level of humor if it went from basic to simple to then regular.
I think you like pain.
I'm actually cold. I actually have to put some clothes on.
Oh no, whatever shall the nudist do?
Put on pants. And apparently boots. So what is the glitter up to at her far corner of the map?
Redoing my base.
You had enough of a base to redo.
Well, no, not really, but now I will. My walls don't look freaking janky.
So you need,
Yeah.
they're not a little bit of stone, a little bit of thatch, a little bit of wood.
No, I still have 2 of those. But 2 is a whole lot better than 10.
Is Glitter making it so there's a second castle on the map?
I'm doing a similar border to it. Just because that's the safest, but no, it won't be a castle.
You want people to be able to visit your base?
Be safe, yeah. I don't want to kill people's tames just by them being here.
People's tames are safe at my place, and they're safe. They're so safe they have trouble staying connected.
I don't think that
That's
really
true.
counts, Rex.
They can't get in danger and killed if they're unconscious because they're.
Are you sure? Sorry, I couldn't help it. I really need to go get some damn rare flowers.
Come raid my fridge.
I'm raising dinos at the moment, so I'll have to do it later.
I have like 5 stacks.
Really, Rex? You couldn't even clean up your own corpse? Seriously.
I mean, you've got loads of food, and it's like half an hour on the in between timer.
Yeah, but I don't have a fast flyer. And, dude, you're gonna stop looking at me. Bad. What?
Wow.
Really? Screwing with my doors.
I do still love the way that this outpost turned out, and the fact that you guys just kind of continued the style as you added to it.
I mean, what's the point in changing the style? I mean, I usually work with with tower builds anyways. So I mean, the fact that you'd already started a cylindrical style, yeah, you kind of already had it set up for me. No. I also need to get a female to go with Lickabob.
With what?
Give me a
Lickabob!
minute. I'll check the high level that I got last
You
night.
stole my saddle, Glitter.
Should have been 2 that were saddled.
Can saddles get
Hello.
like 50-50 from cryo dinos, maybe?
that's a question for the mentally stable, not for me.
Or the edumacated.
Good luck with
Definitely
both of
not you.
those.
Really.
There, that better? I'll lick you.
Now, I mean, that could be a start of a caving frog line, though.
That's what the purpose of this frog was. It has no points put into it.
Okay, so that's a male, right?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is
Kind of like me, but you know, it's fine. I'm used to it at this point. Bye, Paladin.
so what was still not there?
What?
Is it still not here?
I think he's still doing real life stuff, probably.
Ah.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
there he
he's
is.
back.
Well, I had no idea what the hell that was. I picked my keyboard up and my computer put itself into sleep mode. I didn't touch anything.
I blame Rex. It was all Rex.
I mean, shit. Seriously. I've been having trouble with fucking Windows. Sorry, language.
Yeah. It's
Windows,
past
you
the
really-
5-minute timer of YouTube.
That was just weird. I come back saying, as soon as I said something, all of a sudden I thought it actually shut the computer off, but it didn't.
Did you
Glitter,
do you still
did you
have
want me to leave my frog out?
settings for auto sleep after so
Oh,
long?
that's all turned off. Nah, that's all turned off. I always turn that stuff off. Can't stand it. It's the worst thing Microsoft ever added into their computers.
Did
operating
Windows
system.
Update turn it back on?
And I was gonna ask. I haven't. Well, see, I very rarely turn my computer off, so I do a restart occasionally. But
I turn mine off every evening. Just
Oh.
give it a rest.
Record.
yeah,
I was asking if you wanted me to leave my frog out.
No, the one I have is a male. There is a high level I have, but that's female. But I think it's a breeding off of yours and a low level. It just happened to get good level.
Okay.
and hello, Glitter.
Hello.
She won't give me all her chocolate. She's being stingy.
I don't have.
We
chocolate.
never give you our chocolate. I mean, seriously.
That's because you're all a bunch of monsters.
Yes, I know. Our chocolate you can't have.
Three stingy little monsters.
Yes.
Well, and I kind of try and make sure I don't have chocolate in my house anymore.
Are you a chocolateholic?
I have chocolate graham crackers, but that's about it now. I have too much chocolate.
Chocolate. Yes. See, my kids love me because that's all they gave me for Christmas was chocolate, dark chocolate, more dark chocolate. I ended up with so much dark chocolate. It was great. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got a
We didn't do anything
half
special.
pound Reese's Pieces cup for Christmas. That was breakfast the next morning.
Ooh. Yeah. Well. Yeah. I mean, chocolate breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and supper, and morning
No,
tea,
no,
and afternoon
it,
tea.
it made breakfast, and then I had 2 smaller ones after that.
Yeah, it sounds
I
perfectly
love
fine to me. What do you
Reese's.
want about
Oh my damn. Oh.
Reese's? Yeah, well, they're super sweet. So much sugar in them. Me, I'm a 70% cocoa chocolate type person.
Oh god, Saraki's got the big tame out.
It's fine.
Is it though?
I was just putting the saddle on it because, well, I had been given a saddle for it.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I think it was Killer that found or that got the saddle. And since I am the only one with a mosasaur at the moment, yeah,
You inherited it.
pretty much.
I-
I mean,
Nothing
to
wrong
be
with that.
fair, I've got a mosasaur named Mr. Snuggles, so.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah,
Man,
Mr. Snuggles.
I like that name for him.
Yeah, I more or less don't keep track of what gear people have. I just got the blue
Hey,
box at
Rex.
the blacksmith. Once it's full, everything goes in the grinder.
You should play with this guy.
What, your
Manta?
manta ray?
Yes.
I raided that box and got I think it was a lower ascendant rifle. And I love that thing now.
Yeah. Yeah, Ascendant rifles are actually quite nice.
Oh yeah.
Even in AC.
Especially going from primitive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's like a 10,000% increase. It's just, yeah.
Is it the falling block rifle?
Or just a long neck.
Long neck, that's it.
The long
Long
neck.
neck.
Yeah. Hey, I like the long neck. It's. I know other people went for the more high tech weapons and the. No, the long neck was fine for me.
Yeah, the long neck would always
I like-
did plenty of the job.
Yeah.
I like the long neck personally, but if I do have the option for a quality
Assault.
sniper rifle, then
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Well, true.
It also
I will
depends
agree
on
with that.
circumstance too. Like,
Yeah.
My preference is always sniper rifle. Even in like Fallout, for example, I spend more time using the sniper rifle than I use anything else.
Yep. Same. I like sneaky.
I like sitting back and just going pop, pop, pop.
Ting.
My sniper rifle's got a silencer on it, so it's just a.
It's a suppressor.
Sorry, suppressor.
It's Fallout. They call it a
Yes,
silencer
suppressor.
because they don't actually.
No, actually,
Yeah, but
they don't. They
they
call
do.
it a suppressor. Yeah,
Oh, they do. Okay.
yeah.
But
Yes,
yeah,
suppressor.
But they still, yeah, they still don't know how they work. But anyway.
No, they don't. But it
It's
means
fine,
that
you can't fix
hey,
it.
hey, I've got a shotgun with a suppressor on it. Have you ever heard a shotgun just go? I
Yeah,
can walk
and
around
follow.
going, and it's a shotgun. I mean, it's scatter blaster.
I do wish
Yeah,
Ark
it's
they
cool.
had more of kind of a level of things because it's like the first gun that you get is a 6-shot revolver, and then you go to a long neck. I feel like you should go to almost like lever action next before you start going into the magazine fed stuff, like the detachable magazine.
yeah.
It's Ark.
That's me. That's just me.
It's Ark. Let's face it. Like Atlas, there is no rhyme nor reason nor consistency in what they do. And their theory is it's a game. We'll do anything we want, and you
They're
can't complain about it.
consistently
Well, too bad. I'm gonna complain about it.
Yeah. And
It's not
then,
gonna do anything.
and then they sit there and push a patch because the whole community riots about something in ASA, and they push a patch to change that within 24 hours.
Yeah,
Uh,
I know,
yeah,
it's weird.
but we can't do anything. We gotta like what they do, right?
Yeah.
I will say that was quite the riot that they caused, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, for what the reasoning behind it, do you blame us? Because yes, I even went and found some of those petitions and went, yes, no,
Yes.
that no good. Bye bye. Mind you, like we were saying yesterday, it sounds like they're in financial trouble, so they had to make real quick moves, or else they would have been in more financial trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're making some really weird moves.
And some really, really bad decisions. Yeah.
Kind of indicative of financial issues. Because
Yep.
taking a loan from a server company and not a bank is a bit of... To say
It's
it's,
a
a
bit
red
telling.
flag is an understatement.
Yeah.
Rex, your Stego wants to go on a walk with you.
Yeah, I'm not worrying about imprinting it in case we want it for stats.
Oh, that's right. I wanted to check on that for you too.
Fiddlesticks.
Crap, I did imprint that one.
Well, and also too, it's almost like, you know, hiring big actor names for doing just the trailer for a game that's nowhere near coming out yet was a bad financial move.
I think
Yeah.
it was. Yeah.
I had this weird feeling when they kind of dropped some... I don't think they're actually going to, but I got this weird feeling when they kind of dropped the Arc 2 stuff. I was like, I wonder if they're going to try and be tricky with their contract and say, we don't have the finances or capability to finish Arc 2, so we're just going to push all those maps into Ascendant because it's in the same engine now anyway. So we're not going to be able to finish Arc 2, and therefore meaning they get out of their contract theoretically. 50s.
Who knows?
That's gonna, if they try to pull that, they're buy wildcard.
That will kill them.
Yeah, that's it. If they try to pull something sneaky like that, no, they're see ya.
'Cause
like
I have a feeling they technically could not afford Vin Diesel, so in his contract it was he gets a portion of the sales, like a certain
Probably,
percentage of the total sales.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, companies have tried skeezy stuff like that before.
woo, cuddle. Yeah.
And apparently now he's being accused of things, so who knows? They can try and weasel out of the contract that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anything to scam a person.
Mm-hmm.
Rex, you never even commented on my shotgun.
How pink
Isn't
is
it
it?
pretty?
I didn't even notice you painted your shotgun. It's kind of hard to tell in that lighting though.
Okay.
Come over more to the angle. Oh, it's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, in the dark it just looks regular black, but yeah, now I can see that it's like pink.
I still like the way the lights in here turned out. I need to go mass murder some more anglerfish.
I still can't believe you didn't know that was a thing until I said something.
Kaladin didn't even know that was a thing.
What?
Which thing? Sorry, I was distracted.
Angler gel as fuel and torches.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that either.
It is even
I never
better
bothered
than
with it
spark
because
powder.
angler gel was always a pain in the butt to actually get hold of, so I never bothered with it. Never even thought about it.
Why does your armor look like it's been through hell and back?
Because I haven't repaired it in a while. That was my shirt.
Now go repair it. Seriously, go repair your stuff.
How much fiber and thatch or fiber and hide do you have here?
Nope, that's food. Alright, it's all in the smithy.
Actually, that'll be mainly beat up from the swamp cave yesterday. Because I was like, wait, why is my hat like barely damaged, but everything else is like very rough?
Yeah.
Right, gas mask, swamp cave.
Uh huh.
Hey,
Yeah,
at least
that's
I,
right.
At
The
least I
gas
was able
mask
to.
is damaged.
At least I was able to supply the gas masks for that.
Yeah, fuck. I cannot believe that all my absorbent substrate got 50-50. Apparently, Queen is going to tell us, too. I'm on fire!
Queen's gonna tell us what?
She just said, boys, I tell you.
Ah.
So she's busting out the mom voice.
Rex is in trouble.
Hey, you gotta admit, the pink torch is actually kind of nice. It beats the ugly yellow looking one.
It's a nice touch, but it certainly matches your outfit.
Yeah.
It's a me touch.
Oh, that's an understatement.
Apparently, for the flame, the silver is supposed to be the brightest, but I don't know. I don't notice a difference.
For the flame brightness, you'd probably want where is it? This one. Oh wait, dies. Oh god, they don't have the sky blue anymore. They got rid of the sky blue. They renamed the color so they're fancier.
I decided to make a million more colors. And add 4 more berries for colors that are just straight for colors.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say with the new dye system that I really don't like is the fact that it doesn't take charcoal anymore. So if you have autocraft turned on and just throw berries in your industrial cooker, it's instantly all dye.
Yeah.
What sort of lazy freak actually turns the...
I always turn that off. I always turn auto crafting off because you want to cook up some kibble and it cooks up dye and uses your ingredients. You go, no. Really?
Couldn't pay me to use autocraft.
Rex, you need to heal yourself.
Yeah, someone was hitting me with a torch. No!
I wonder who that could have been.
And yeah, the caching is definitely a Twitch side to Twitch to me because YouTube is, I have no trouble. I can watch YouTube and it just streams at high res, high def, no problem.
Yeah.
So to Twitch to US, to AUS.
Twitch
like
being
YouTube
Twitch.
models. Yeah, apparently.
Like, let's be honest. There's a reason why I stepped away from Twitch for a while there. They made some choices that were
questionable.
Yeah.
So, what was your
Really
impression of Kick, by the way?
It needs some maturing. Like, I just,
Yeah, it's still very new.
yeah. But
Whether
like,
it actually gains a decent following and grows or not is still to be seen, I guess.
But that's it. It's one of those things where, you know what, hop on, try out the waters early, might see explosive growth because it's so new.
Yeah.
So a lot of the big
Or
names.
it might go like Twitch. It promises these simple things to start with, and then as it gets more clientele, it starts locking down and tightening up and putting stupid restrictions in place. And I mean, that's pretty much what Twitch ended up doing over the years.
Yeah.
Remember when Google used to say no advertising because they were competing with Yahoo?
Uh-huh. And now look at it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They are now being
I mean,
looked at
in
by
all
several
honesty,
countries.
when I started doing content creation, I started on YouTube. YouTube didn't have the whole live streaming side of it.
No, they didn't.
I kind of.
It was content creation and then uploading, content creation, uploading. I remember those days.
Yeah.
That was back when I was monetized.
And I just tried out streaming, liked it more because it was more of the. It was exactly that.
It was immediate.
Well, it's the fact of like I could ask something as it's happening and get that instant like the response with the community. There was more of a connection. There was less
Yeah,
of a
exactly.
wait.
Yeah,
So
agreed. Yeah, like I said, that was back when I was monetized. Then Google decided that apparently I'd violated their terms of use and they pulled my monetization. And their email even said, "This decision is final. You have no recourse to appeal." I mean, there's no, well, we suspect this. What do you have to say about it? It was a case of, we know this, and you're done. And I have huge objections to any person who is that close-minded that their decision is final and nobody has the right to even have a say over something.
And I hate to say it, but with that, I think what that means is someone at Google, at YouTube, personally looked into it and took umbrage to it and disabled it, because otherwise a computer system would have just temporarily done it with recourses, but a person doing it can just say no.
Siraki, someone wants cuddles.
The thing is, it wasn't even anything to do with content on YouTube. It was actually to do with, because monetization is through their AdSense program.
Cuddles are done.
Their claim is that it was something that came off one of my websites. And because apparently I was in breach of their AdSense policies on one of my websites, they pulled my monetization across the board, which included the YouTube monetization, because it's all the same thing.
Did they say what it was or which website?
No, they didn't. They said that our proprietary system has detected that you have been in violation of our policies. We cannot disclose how we know this. That was what they said.
So what that says to me, either one of two things: one, someone found something they didn't like, or two, someone had a personal grudge, but not I like a random person, like they didn't like you in particular, and just came up with an excuse to get rid of your monetization.
But then again, if you have a look at their policy now behind monetizing YouTube, for example, the amount of followers and subscriptions you've got to have before you can even apply for monetization is not how it was. Mm-hmm. And
500
my
subscribers.
YouTube channel and my websites would not have even met their new conditions. So I think it's just that they brought in new conditions and they cleaned house. They got rid of any person who was, they got rid of any person who with an AdSense or monetization account that did not match their new criteria. They just wiped it. Mm-hmm. That's what I personally think it was.
Probably. But they did it in probably the worst way ever.
Oh, yeah. But what I took biggest objection to was that their mentality was that our decision is final. You cannot appeal this. That's it. That was it. It's as blunt as that.
Yeah.
We've made a decision. You've got no say. That's
Yep.
that's what it boiled down to.
Yeah.
And that's
Where
really, really bad business practice.
what would have been a better way to go is we have changed our criteria for this. You no
Yeah.
longer meet it.
Yeah.
Which
You've got
would-
this grace period to either meet our criteria or unfortunately would have to close the system to you, sort of deal.
Yeah.
Give you an
Whereas-
opportunity. So, I don't know. It sort of really left a bitter taste in my mouth as a result.
There's a reason that in several in several European countries, I think, now, maybe just one or two, Google is being looked at and sued, I think, for being a monopoly or having
Yeah.
acting like a monopoly.
Unfair competition or something.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, that's why I stopped actually creating content specifically for YouTube. Yes, I transfer all of my Twitch streams to YouTube. I upload them directly across. And you'll notice that that's pretty much all of my content for the last few years has just been archiving of Twitch streams to YouTube. It has not been any new content directly to YouTube. And that's the reason why. I actually use their platform as an archive and a VOD dump, nothing more.
Oh, come on, Calvin. We all know it's because you're a busy man.
And what is that too? But what I said yesterday was still a thing. I'm still of two minds as to whether I'll make this tutorial on how to create an Atlas map and load it into your local Atlas to be able to run as a local single player game, which is not a straightforward process, and I have not come across another person telling you how to do it that actually knows how to do it.
Yeah,
And
that
I've
is the
successfully been able to do it, and do it so that you can put your Freeport cell anywhere you like on your map, and it will still load correctly, which is where the biggest problem comes.
Yeah, and that's a big part of it there too, is finding stuff on YouTube that is actually correct.
Useful. Yeah. One of my bigger videos that has been most successful has been how to paint sails in Atlas. I mean, you wouldn't think so, but
I mean,
apparently not many people know how to do that.
well, and it is it so much that not many people know how to do that, or is it like it is very well done and it's explained very well, or is it not many people
I
have
have no
covered the
idea.
topic? Like,
I think it's more that not many people have actually covered the topic in detail.
because
I mean, I
there's-
went into detail into actually what programs you use, gave links to get the relevant programs to do it.
yeah, so
all that
like,
sort of shit.
yeah, you have a very detailed and useful video where
Yeah, maybe.
others may not go to that extent.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I have seen some videos on how to run Atlas maps local, and they're wrong. If you follow their method, then I can create a single cell map for Atlas and run it locally and have it run properly. Whereas most people will create a single cell map, try to load it into Atlas, and then wonder why they load into the game that all they've got is ocean. There's no islands anywhere. And yeah, that's the bug with how you set it up maps in Atlas locally. If you don't know what you're doing, you'll load into your map and all you will have is ocean.
To be fair, I never know what I'm doing.
Yeah. I mean, if you have a look at the world map, it'll show your map. But in game itself, all you will have is ocean. You will have no islands, no nothing. It's just all water everywhere. So yeah, I probably should put together a video at some stage.
Yeah.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, but don't want to.
Either that or I'll just do it as a stream one time and then I can just archive it off to YouTube like I normally do. Rather than creating something specifically for YouTube, which I haven't done in years.
Well, and also too, the good point on the doing it as a stream too. Anyone that's trying to follow along or has
Can ask
questions, and it
Mm.
be in the content,
Yeah.
so it kind of helps make a better quality content, in my opinion, because
Yeah, no, exactly. Although I don't really have enough followers on Twitch for there to be any decent questions anyway. Let's face it. I've got the
you
same sort
have a
of following
decent
as what you
follow.
have.
You have a decent following, just like myself. It's a lot of smartasses.
Yeah. Hey, you've got like 3 times as many actual followers on Twitch as on what I do.
So, who's the smartass?
Oh, I don't know.
Like,
Because I mean, I'm always dead serious,
Oh, we know this. We know
especially
this.
when it involves talking about sacrificing Rex.
Is that a new type of dino, is it? Sacrificial
Yeah,
Rex?
Yep. It's the sacrificial Derposaurus.
Uh, I don't know.
Why don't you know? You're supposed to know.
I don't want to know.
so that, how much have they changed with Atlas? Because like last time I played, when you opened up single player, it had a huge map for it.
Yeah, 11 by 11.
Is that still a thing? Or
Yeah.
have they completely?
Yeah, that's a thing. The default standard map is an 11 by 11 grid, which is what official is. Official is 11 by 11. Well, actually, official is really weird because they've brought in map zones, so to speak, and these portals in the middle of the ocean that you can sail your ships through, and rather than the shimmer, you got a portal that you can take you to a different map zone, which is basically multiple little maps all linked by portals into different maps. It's really weird.
So,
Official servers. But the single player game is just an 11 by 11 grid.
Okay, so
And
fun fact.
most people
Yeah.
will see about 6 people in it. I mean, 6 cells in it.
All of your
Who wants to
explorer
start?
note progress is also transferred with your
Oh, nice.
character.
Nice.
oh, yes and no, because if you've already got a bunch of the explorer notes and want to level up fast, because
Yeah.
when you wanted to change something about your model, it does kind of.
We know
mean-
enough about how to fast level that it's not like it's a big issue.
No, God, no.
I mean, seriously, an 11 by 11 Atlas map, and most people will see maybe 6 cells out of that. What's the point of having a map that big? I mean, I ran a server that had a 9-cell map, and I think even in the entire time I played that, I mean, I built it, but I think I only visited maybe 7 of those cells.
Because Kaladin, at the end of the day, there are people out there that play games and are crazier than Firebug.
They have no life. Bug at
Yeah.
least has got a life.
I mean, that's debatable. He's boss.
Hey, he works. He has a life.
He was willing to sacrifice me to the Broodmother just because Rex wants to go in there with poorly acquired and bred dino thingies because he's a suicidal
Well,
monkey.
Test your metal, like
So it's called distraction.
it's called testing our metal to see where we are at.
It's called You Just Want to See Me Die.
Were they offering you healing potions?
Why are you gathering fiber?
Because I can.
Checks out. Works for me.
I'm just why don't you put a saddle on your Stego and use that instead?
Is the Stego even fully grown yet? Where did the Stego... The Stego join the space program? The Arc Space program is bad in ASA, okay? Like...
It's a real thing.
I also don't even think I know Stego saddle. Because I don't tend to learn a lot of saddles.
So what you're saying is that as normal, you're completely fucking hopeless.
No.
Yeah.
Not completely.
As normal, I rely on drops and cave runs for loot to cover the things that I don't have.
Yeah, correct.
I mean, let's face it. The real test of the improvements to ASA has to be the fact that I can actually build nice base.
I think it's less that and more the fact that you're not being rushed to go out and harvest resources for every single person on the server,
Yeah.
and can actually take the time to build nice base.
Yes, that does help too.
Now go get me a bunch of metal.
No, there's 3 minutes before my next imprint. What, we can get the statue on it? Ow. Did it at least get behind melee? Well, that sounds to me like it's a melee mutation. I'm pretty sure glitter could help on that one. Because if it got the high melee stat with a melee mutation, then we would want to try to keep, like, not quite use it yet, but that would be a mutation we would be using.
Melee isn't adding up.
Melee is a little higher than the what it should be. Queen's throwing it in the chart. Oh right, I think this is the first time I've ever actually used a Sega, let alone since their TLC. I forgot about their whole plates thing. mean, health is, again, another mutation that we would very much be using.
400, 1,400. No, it's in between though.
So then it probably rolled the low health but got a health mutation, which is not what we want.
I don't know, I can just tell by its color that it has a mutation.
Ow.
It's white. The parents are orange and brown.
Yeah, that would be signs of a mutation.
Yep. First sign is color, then 2-level difference when you've leveled them and you kind of have an idea of what they come out. It's going to be off in number.
Well, it's the mutation we want, just not on the right number stat. Hey, you are learning the ways of an arc breeder. Woohoo! We just wanted to cuddle again. And Zoraki still has 10 minutes. Not intentionally? Once the Basilos are raised, we plan to go play in the water, but...
Yeah, I think it's the low health.
Yeah, which is very unfortunate. Mind you, I don't know if it's just people talking out their butts, not understanding how mutations work, or if it's actually something they added with ASA. Apparently there's a way to transfer mutations but get a better stat
Oh.
under it.
There's an item. Mutagen.
Mutagen shouldn't be in the game yet. That was Genesis.
People are mentioning it. I don't know if there's talks about them maybe bringing it in early. I don't see how that would...
Seeing that it was a special biome in like Genesis Part 2 that you had to go to get it?
Unless it's a rework. It wasn't my thing to begin with, so I wouldn't have even messed with it.
And from my understanding of mutagen and ASE was like it gave you more health.
Okay, Cloud and I will be right.
Okay.
You're dropping all this?
Mm-hmm.
Or do the blackberries?
Yep.
But as far as just straight out transferring, the only way that I can think of is breeding until you have similar stats that are not mutated, similar stats that are mutated, and pick and choose where you're breeding it. But transferring, I can't see that.
Yeah.
And it defeats that whole gameplay. So You gotta think, they want you to sink hours and hours and hours into this game, and if they add something that shortens it, on average, you're not gonna play as often to do that.
Well, their whole reasoning behind the player sleeping and not disappearing is the fact of to keep Ark in your mind because you're never technically safe.
Mm-hmm.
They've even admitted to that on interviews.
I mean, all games try the subliminal art advertising, but at least they admit it. Ish.
And at least it's not as bad as Ark Mobile, where it's just microtransaction city.
God, I couldn't even get that going. For some reason, I wasn't able to play with my computer. I think we were reorganizing like a playroom for me, and so everything was out of commission. And I wanted to play Ark. That is my feel-good game. That's why I bought ASI. It is my feel-good game. Even though it frustrates the fuck out of me.
Oh, no, Ark is very much. I don't care who you are. Any Ark player has a love-hate relationship with Ark.
Oh yeah. I mean, I have more love than hate, but so I tried to download the mobile. The fit that my phone took just trying to install it, and it never even made it onto my phone. I'd hate to see what it did if it actually got onto my phone. Fried it. I don't know. I was hearing stories that some people did get a fried phone from it.
Yeah, there's like no drops on the map. All the drops you have to like pay for, and a lot of the stuff has like cooldown timers and that. Like it's just
Oh, it's your simple gotcha.
it's microtransactions on microtransactions on microtransactions.
Yeah. You gotta love microtransactions, huh?
Absolutely. Did I extend too far? No. So during my building, I knew I had 2 animals on breed. I'm looking for Smiley, but a male off of my nice leveled one, or the best stat that I have, and the color one. I left it on breed. And I told myself I would mentally remember that's still breeding. This is not even a corpse, but she's in cooldown. That's how bad I fixed it.
And you can't throw out cryopods. That has to be the thing that drives me up the wall the most.
Oh yeah, and there is mutagen available for ASA, but it's a mod.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. Literally, within the first few weeks, like cryopods and incubate, like Ark content that will be coming is modded into the game because people were like, I can't wait, I need this thing now. Because I didn't play Ark back when it first came out and don't know any better than these powerful things.
They're different, but that's
Honestly, ASA comes across as kind of half-baked when they released it.
So like
There's
Ark,
so
Yeah.
much missing.
Mhm. I
Yeah, it's wildcard. Yeah.
get off my lawn.
but there is kind of good news in it. Unlike other games that they have released, the game contains Ark, so we know they're not going to abandon it.
Nah, you never know.
Well,
Because it's got the name doesn't mean it's the thing.
They fucked the other one because they instantly took out the official servers. So I mean,
Yeah.
they got nothing to fall back on because
Yeah, they've gone all in.
yeah, they put all their
Yeah,
eggs
so-
in one basket, and
Yeah, it just takes an elephant to come along and sit on those eggs and they're screwed.
oh, they already had it.
So who's the elephant in the room?
Yeah. And the community has been very vocal on a lot of things. So
Oh, hell yeah.
they've had to scramble.
Yep. No, I'm still a firm believer that their exclusivity deal with Nitrodo is a monumental step backwards for gaming.
Oh, God, yes. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Heck, if it wasn't for the fact that I crash more playing single player, I was content with just never renting a server from Nitrado.
Yeah.
Well, how much you want to bet? That's also a sales ploy.
Yeah, of course it is.
Was it really you that was crashing, or is it written into the code?
Yeah.
I mean, we all know they're not good with their code anyways, so...
They want people to play on
Yeah, but
servers. They
something
want
like
people to
that-
either pay for servers or they want them to play on official.
Yeah, something like that I could totally see as being intentional. And so many
Yeah.
companies do it. It's not just
They do.
a wild card.
They put all their focus on optimizing the code for multiplayer and network play, and single player is delegated to the back seat and doesn't get patched, doesn't get fixed, doesn't get updated, and bugs introduced that cause local crashes, but they're fine if we're playing multiplayer because they want people to play multiplayer.
Yeah.
They include single player to try and appease the single player community, but their game is a multiplayer game.
And those people, more often than not, they're not going to know better. Single player is what they choose to do, so they're not hopping back and forth going, huh, something ain't right here.
That's right.
And it's really funny companies think that way because we saw games like Hogwarts Legacy and Baldur's Gate 3, which are single player.
Yeah.
Yes, Baldur's Gate 3 has co-op options, but it's
It's a single
At
player
its
game.
core, it's single player.
I mean, yeah, I don't have 4 different games going on with Baldur's Gate 3. I like sink loads of time into Hogwarts Legacy. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll be honest, the way Baldur's Gate 3 handled co-op is how I wanted Fallout to go, not 76.
Oh God, yes.
Because it would have been, how awesome would it have been to just jump into someone's game and just kind of roamed around in a group for a little bit and said bye and went to your own game world.
Back
Or
to your own
not,
game world. Yep.
not even that, but like in the sense of like I've got games where it's we only play when we're all together for that game. Like it's,
Uh-huh.
but then you've got your other game on the side where it's just you. Like I think I'm almost 400 hours into Baldur's Gate 3 with all the campaigns, and I'm still finding things that I haven't come across yet. Whole cutscenes.
They've
Like-
said that they want the player base to return to it years later and still keep finding new things.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love the people that try and break Baldur's Gate, where it's like, you can just move stuff. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, like Larian is like they got the single player game down.
Yep.
I can't
And
say
welcome
that
back.
too much about things like Warner Brothers and that because they have their hits and they have their misses still. Larian
They
seems
do.
to have a lot more hits than they do.
This is.
It's a little concerning because if it's not every studio does everything great, So I'm trying to, they're gonna do good.
Winner, are you over there playing Advocate again?
I am. I'm trying not to get my hopes
Devil's
up
advocate,
on
yeah.
Yeah,
Larian.
but
Yes.
also, look at Larian. They have focused to kind of one piece of the pie, which is how they keep it consistent, because they're not spreading.
They're sticking to their one piece of the pie,
Yeah,
and they're becoming experts at their one piece of the pie.
like
Okay,
don't get me
Brad.
wrong, they dip a toe somewhere else. I'm gonna probably say it's not gonna be as good of a hit,
No, I
but
agree.
Would you put
It
would
a
be
big
interesting.
ass in a
Oh, yeah.
cryopod?
I don't have a cryopod on me.
Grab
they
one out of
released
the
Cryopod.
fridge.
Yeah.
I also put more narco berries in your fridge if you wanted to level more.
Yeah. I've gotten excited for game studios before, and then at a certain point, their game just
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk. I actually didn't have high expectations. I actually got 85 hours into its initial release, and I was enjoying it. It was janky, but it wasn't.
I've put
It was
more
fun.
time into Cyberpunk after quite a few, but that was one of the first games I ever pre-ordered, and my first experience, I want to say, was a couple hours in of gameplay. Your first mission there, where you're going through the warehouse, the doors wouldn't open.
Oh no!
Oh.
It was a dead end. Reloading wouldn't fix it. Nothing would fix it. It was game save, delete, restart, bug. And I'm someone who
Little game
still,
breaking, yeah.
who still hasn't spent time playing like the Witcher games.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same.
So that was kind of my first real dive with a CD Projekt Red game.
Yeah. So that I it was so expansive that I felt like they kind of bit off more than they could chew, and it sounded like they released it before they actually intended it to.
Oh, very
It was
much.
fine. For me,
That was
it was fun.
rushed.
So
Like a lot of the community even were like, "What were you guys thinking?" Like we were
Exactly.
just like, someone higher up had to have been, "No, we can't delay it. Send it. It's been delayed too many times."
Have they been talking to EA?
there weren't enough loot boxes
Yeah, or microtransactions.
or microtransactions. Yeah.
Not to mention there wasn't a subscription license for
No,
playing
no
online.
subscription model. No.
Yep.
That had to
Yeah,
be
they-
one of the stupidest things that EA had for the longest time. Buy this game and get a free key for playing online. Or it's another like
that's-
$5 thing if you bought a pre-owned copy and someone used the key.
It's all money grubbing.
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about pushing an unfinished product.
Well,
Oh,
there's
that's
that
like
too.
every
Yeah.
AAA game.
No, it's just,
Yeah.
I feel like the bigger the
And
I
believe it or
was
not,
making- I was
that's
making
why
a
Star
jab at
Citizen
you.
cops so much flack. But that's also why Star Citizen cops so much flack, because they're not releasing a buggy, half-assed done game when people want them to. They're saying, no, to hell with you, we can actually do it right.
I'll be
And they're
honest.
copping flack for it.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I get the
Star
vague feeling
Citizen
from-
isn't a buggy game.
Of course it is. Every game is.
But I got the vague feeling from the way Chris Roberts was talking. It sounded like he was testing to see if people would be okay with Squadron 42 releasing in not the greatest state, and they'd work on it. And then Cyberpunk dropped, and they went, "No, we are
No, we're
taking
gonna
our
keep-
time."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, honestly, Rex, life's full of bugs, so why do you think a game wouldn't be?
Because in life I don't teleport into walls and get stuck.
No, that's called the
You don't?
backwards.
You don't?
You don't?
My
Oh,
sister
it is
didn't
level of luck.
Ooh, green drop with a ring.
I'll be back.
Now he's throwing my drops. Where's Stingy, princess?
I keep getting white ones today, so not even ringed ones.
I blame Rex.
I mean,
Yep.
pretty much anything I've gotten from drops has been pre-made saddles that I've just thrown into your saddle boxes anyways. So,
No. These guys need to hurry up and grow up.
well, we're almost like 70%. Collecting oil.
Yep.
I mean, you have like almost a year worth of power in your generator.
Jerky?
Yeah. True. I don't know. Personally, I would be using that oil because it spoils for gas and the non-spoiling one for jerky, but
I'm not too worried about it. I go out into the freaking yard and I kill like 20 freaking basilosaurs and I've got plenty of oil for a month.
yeah, this is true. This
I don't
is true and fair.
even need an oil.
I do kind of find it funny how with the fact that I've got stacks at 4 times size and fuel consumption in halved, that it's like, yeah, you fill up a generator and it's good for a year.
Hey, that Sego's level 100, Rex.
Yeah, it's been walking around this area for a while. It's not a 150, it's not good enough. It's not max level.
All right, Buck.
I mean, you want to get technical, he can read it with my 150. Don't know what it has for stats, though.
And apparently I forgot to set the timer again. Good thing I'm like right there. You would think with the fact that I use my Fitbit for a timer, I would remember to set it more often.
Fuck.
I don't think it works that way.
You stop collecting.
Went to hatch eggs and your Oviraptor scooped them.
No. Went to transfer eggs. Not all of us pump all of our points into carry weight Rex.
I don't put all my points into carry weight.
Right.
Let's face it, if I put all my points into carry weight, I wouldn't have been able to go lava swimming in the LFP server.
Are you trying to win this nice little argument? Because, I mean, you're failing miserably.
Let's see, what wait, again. Okay. Anyone wonder? It's yeah.
How did you manage to get your chem bench so damaged?
I probably punched it at some point by accident.
I'm good for that.
It's like down 150 health. Who are you, Mira? Just pumping melee?
No. You gotta remove it. My fingers do spasm periodically, so that doesn't really help my case.
What are you?
Do you have a spot for pre-made structures?
Sort of.
Rental scuba gear.
Well, I mean, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's just the fact that you actually got it, the box labeled.
Okay, you were asking for something. What was it? Oh,
Structures.
over here. The middle box. And if it doesn't fit in there, just put in the one next to it and I'll export it later.
Yeah, the one that is labeled building is full.
Well, then put it in the one next to it. And I'll deal with it later. Princess Frou-Frou.
I
Do you need
also
instructions?
have a stamina toilet again. Oh, you bugger! You want to go for a walk?
Haha.
Can you even get out of there from the itchies? The little water torpedoes.
I blame you for that.
But it's not actually working though to count for a walk.
Probably not.
Probably not. You're not wrong there. Oh, there we go.
Move these little troglodytes down here to the bottom.
The water torpedoes.
Yep. I mean, to be fair, I only tamed him because I had never tamed him before, or tamed a dolphin before, so.
Should only be one more imprint. Yeah, honestly, the way I look at it is right now would be the easiest time to get the what is it, Zookeeper achievement, I think it's called. Because there's once
100% of the creatures tamed, that one?
yeah. Because right now it should go off of what's in the game.
I'm actually working on that. That's why some of the tames that I'm getting are like, why?
To be fair, I always ask why with you, but that's just kind of.
Oh, I wouldn't. That's just a loaded question.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, right now
Rocky,
would be
I
the easiest time to get it because in theory, as the more maps come out, the list would get longer for that achievement. Just like I'm pretty sure the getting 100% of the Explorer notes is right now at its easiest point because it expands with the maps.
Watch this, they fix it to where it doesn't work that way.
If they did that without all that content being in the game, that would be a real piss off. Like, I know they intend for that content to be there, but to lock an achievement like that behind something like that, where that content's not even, might not ever come out, because let's face it, if they're having issues financially, there's a chance that
Always a chance.
yeah.
Tell me the company, I'll give you a penny.
Do you want that debt that goes with it?
As long as the game stays up, if I had the money.
Yeah, just emphasize that.
I am a broke bitch.
That's insulting to broke bitches.
Ah, they can live.
Hey, at least when I set up the ASA server, I did run the numbers to make it a lot easier in the grand scheme of things. Because with the 90-day rental, it averages out to $1 a day.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I get it.
why are you over here, bird?
He had rage.
I think one of the Pelagorns went to go help fight something or just flew over to the taming raft.
I was wondering where that one went.
Speaking of, who owns the taming raft? Is that yours
Litter.
or Litter? Why is it still here?
Hasn't made it here.
Safekeeping?
That sounds fishy to me.
That is valid.
Especially seeing that it's on the outside. Damn it, I ran into the taming pen. Yeah.
To be fair, would you really want to still or drive that thing through the gates?
No. But also at this point, I wouldn't really keep a raft anyways. With the amount of water tames you guys have.
I plan on making a motorboat, but that's just because I ain't never made one before. And it'll help burn through some of the hide and oil that I have access to.
And black pearls. That sheet calls for black pearls.
Well, yes and no. It calls for black pearls to be made, and possibly for repairs, but I don't care if it gets repaired.
Just make it human.
Well, it's already been established that on one of my non-imprinted Basilosaurus, I can take on a alpha squid, so I'm not really worried.
Come on, sub. Hurry up and finish growing up.
Really? You named it Sub?
Yep. It's used for going underwater, so it's a sub.
It's a sub.
You're
That is
cringy.
not where my brain went at all.
Did yours go down the path of food?
No,
No.
probably the other
No.
version of sub.
No.
Something to do with the yellow submarine for him. Because, he is that level of special.
So special.
I mean, I could have named it after a Beatles song if it got at least the yellow from the Strawberry Banana.
Uh-huh.
And the player still doesn't get like the speed boost tames do if you time your jumps correctly.
Your Twitch stream is still buffering quite periodically for me, Rex.
Have you considered leaving the country?
Oh, many times. But nobody's going to pay for it. And I can't. I'm a broke bitch.
Have you considered sacrificing your children to leave the country?
And there's laws against that.
Well, I mean, only if you're caught.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Calvin. You just gotta click on some of those ads on where it's like a housewife is looking for so and so. You know.
I'm
You don't
also
even-
getting lots and lots and lots of ads at the bottom of your stream. Lots of them.
I
We don't
feel
even
like
have to list much for the U.S. We have a pretty low bar. It's fine.
A pretty low bar? I didn't even realize we had a bar.
Well, we did at one point. I lost the underground.
Uh, yeah, but as for the whole ads thing, I feel like even though I have it cranked to like the largest span between them, I feel like Twitch has done some things that they're just like, we're turning it up to 11.
They
Yeah,
absolutely have.
Yeah, they have, because I'm no joke, I'm probably getting 2 or 3 banner ads a minute at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's
I
the
think
banner
they're making-
ones.
At least it's the banner, yes, granted, at least it's the banner, but it's so frequent.
Which would also
I-
explain why it seems like my ad revenue has actually gone up from before when I
I
was on
think that
Twitch.
whole selector where you set it is
Yeah.
just to make you feel better.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, what do you expect after, they went, you know what, you guys can't get sponsorships from anyone but us, and you can't simulcast. Where'd everyone go? Okay, you're in simulcast again.
Well, I mean, you piss off the people that are using your product and they don't want to use your product anymore. It's that simple.
Well, when
it's
they
funny,
had,
isn't it? I mean,
like, even people like Ninja were like, okay, well, that's your card, Twitch? Bye.
yeah, exactly. A lot of people did that.
Yeah, like, and, like, across the board on sizing, too. Like, they got hurt from that one. There's no way around it. So it does not surprise me that they would sit there and inject more ads now that they've allowed simulcasting back to try to get some of that money back.
So,
How the hell is that one on neutral? Oh, these dumbass. They're supposed to be on passive. What are you beating now, Rex?
It's not me. It's glitter.
I am putting down greenhouse pieces.
Why do they sound like doors?
They do!
Like, what?
Or that's always an option.
Running away.
Why are you running?
Just said or that. It's always an option.
No,
Yeah,
I
that,
was
that
thinking.
usually doesn't bode well.
No, you were saying that you were putting down a greenhouse, and I was just thinking, technically, I could put spiral staircases going up to a greenhouse on top of the buildings, and have them or have the actual greenhouses themselves held up by pillars.
Yeah.
So a greenhouse over top of the 3 towers, essentially.
Yeah.
That would be interesting just to see how you pull that off design-wise to follow the rest of the design. Oh god, that's shotgun.
Yep, that's what that was. Yep.
What? Well, cause like I got thinking of that, so I kind of leaned back, hands were away from the keyboard, and the shotgun came out. Oh,
That was too good. You gotta admit, that was pretty good.
that actually almost like someone needs to clip that so I can make it a short. To be honest. Oh. Even though I don't completely agree with how you do shorts for YouTube, like it makes sense, but it's just like why? You can only make them from the phone.
Really?
I think if you make a small enough video on your computer and you can upload it as a short, but if you want to take like a bit from like a stream,
So I'm almost positive I've uploaded. What did I break? That's usually the common question. What did I break?
Rex, the Prime Gaming benefits reminder that pops up on your stream, is that something you've enabled or is that Twitch?
Prime Gaming is Twitch.
well,
Because it keeps popping up every fucking 20 seconds, constantly.
yeah, no, that is more Twitch injections.
Yeah, that's, I think, where a lot of the my trouble is coming from, because it keeps popping up constantly.
And the injections, there's not even a setting for that.
No, I didn't think
We
so.
can only control the base ads, the ones
Hey,
that
Rex.
replace the visual of the stream.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'd be okay with,
you
still
do
do
the
those, but
Rex?
give me like,
Huh?
let me
Did
choose
you get the
what
imprint drive,
company.
Massey?
Yeah.
Okay. Because, yeah, I was doing that clip for you.
I need to get more wood.
I also got rare flowers for you from my drop.
Nice.
That clip was good.
That's the clip that'll take my channel places.
Absolutely.
Just needlessly minding your own business and then boom! Your face.
I think the best part is like the stream has probably had some of the better, funnier moments of that, and we've literally not even left Herb yet. We've just kind of been like chilling, shooting the shit. Like, see,
That's how it be sometimes.
we don't need to be doing caves every day. We don't need to be making progress every day. Sometimes, chilling.
You said you got rare flowers.
It's in your fridge. Same with the rare mushrooms. Because I figure you'll need both of them, and I got several stacks of both, so.
Well, it's
Yeah.
more for the beehive because the beehive is down to 62 flowers.
Well, I just got you enough to double that. And then a bit.
Now we just
Every
need to-
time your stream is caching for me, is buffering, when it comes back, I get Prime Gaming injection pops up. Every single time it buffers, that's what throws up. So it's actually it's whatever they're doing in regards to that is causing the problem.
Yeah, so when you're buffering, it on their side isn't registering that you're going through with it.
Yeah, because
Well-
as soon as it stops buffering, then the Prime Gaming pops up,
I'm also wondering
and then
if,
that goes away. Then that goes away, and then it plays for a little while, and then it buffers again, and it pops back up again.
I'm wondering if the buffering on your end is also like reconnecting, and every time it reconnects, it's popping
It
up.
throws it up again. Yeah, and that's why I'm getting so many banner ads as well.
I mean, it helps support the fact that, come Friday I'm laid off, so.
Those ads actually do add up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. I mean, the banners at the bottom. I don't care about those. They can keep popping up. They're not intrusive as far as I'm concerned.
Well, and yeah, if there was ever an ad that you would end up with constantly, at least it's the banner ones, because they're exactly
Yeah.
that.
They
Hey,
don't
Rex.
impede my ability to watch the stream.
Yeah.
Rex, just so you know, when you're saying at least, you're supposed to pronounce the T, not Elise.
Grammar Nazi, huh?
If he did that, I
Wow,
didn't
that looks cool.
onto it.
He's been doing it every freaking time he says at least.
I mean, I deal with kids, so half
Yeah,
the
You're
time-
used to poor
Except
grammar.
here. I'm the same, Glitter. I deal with kids all the time, so you have a very broad.
Yeah, I
Tolerance
used,
level.
to get my, I used to get
Yeah.
my
It's like,
butt
okay,
for bad
know
grammar,
what they
so-
meant. That's all that matters.
But Kaladin, you deal with literal bus loads.
I do. Right from 7 to 17. Anything and everyone in between.
So,
Please, for a bit. I loved it. I would
Oh,
go
yeah.
on the bus with him when he would pick up the younger kids.
Yeah.
No, you're bullshit. Go away.
wow.
It'll get killed by the kangaroo. It's that level of shit. And the kangaroo is over by my base, stuck in an iceberg.
Stuck in an iceberg.
I mean, if they break into my base, they're gonna have a time. I left all my Thylas out.
Hey, yeah, good luck with that.
That's why we're just under the 200 mark.
Mm-hmm.
Not all of them. I'm breeding a pair, and then my cave boy that I'm trying to.
Glitter, you done did outed yourself.
Hey, you can go look.
It's alright, we already know you done did outed yourself.
And the one that bothers me that it's out the most is the Theri, and that's because it was a level 5 and it needs to die and give me a new one. I mean,
And
for
I
a
guess it's not dying.
it's holding up pretty good.
So it got one very good stat, and that stat was health.
Yeah. I don't think I even gave it mojo berries. At the level it was just, I need something. Anything.
Mojo berries.
Miho.
Yep.
Man, you guys cannot talk, can you?
Miho is actually the proper pronunciation of them.
It is. It is.
Yes, I know that. I'm talking about the mojo.
Well, I got
The
used
That's your miho.
to pronounce it
No,
right.
I think I like Mojo better. Mojo berries. Yeah, you got to get your mojo on.
Yup. I mean, it gives
See, this is why you guys aren't allowed to go in public.
Public?
No,
I don't like the
no.
public.
No, I am not allowed to go into public because I will bite people if they try to talk to me.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I mean, it's not our fault you're an ankle biter.
There you go. We're going to be accurate.
Ooh.
I mean, I had the sale to prove it. I gotta find the picture again.
Honestly,
Oh.
I'm kind of
Actually,
surprised that isn't
you know what I
set
gotta
as
do?
your, or as one of your stream screens.
Yeah, this app. Yeah, that would actually really work. But actually, I was thinking of finding the image for that I used for the sale and trying to work something with Arc with it. I mean, there's more colors in here now, so might be able to.
True.
Yeah.
And then I could have two flags up front that says "Beware the ankle biter."
So use the sixth panel.
Yes.
Oh, I might actually look into how to actually put like images into Arc for the like my castle.
I never have, but supposedly with ASA, the multi-painting thing is supposed to be better. Like multi-canvas, I think that's what they called it.
Because I've seen quite a few content creators on ASE put their logos on their banners for their bases,
For their bases, yeah.
and I just never bothered even trying to figure that stuff out.
And as far as the charcoal, you are not the only one. It fucked me all to hell that the charcoal was still in the pot after I made my dyes. I'm like, wait, am I thinking Atlas? Did Atlas use charcoal for the...
No. Atlas is just berries to make dyes. That's it. Berries and water.
I mean, charcoal wasn't very hard to come by. Yes, you use a lot of it, but it stopped stuff from autocraft.
I was gonna say it was that nice little layer of you could throw your stuff in, you know, just throw in your tons of tento berries and narcotics and just leave it to autocraft all the medical brews you can possibly make.
Do, like a priority system that's like lowest on the tier.
Yeah, no, it just crafts everything at once.
Honestly, I don't think it should autocraft dyes, period.
Yeah. Well,
No.
that's one of
Dyes-
those things
dyes
that
should
was
not be part
nice.
of the auto-crafting.
That was one of the things that was nice with S Plus is they had like autocraft enabled, autocraft disabled, dyes disabled.
I mean, to be fair, the autocraft system would be great if you could select specifically what you're wanting to craft and then, you know, autocraft that item.
Yeah.
Well, supposedly they were going to do that. It was in for a whole freaking week. And then it vanished. I don't have that option anymore.
So I never recall seeing it, but
Oh, I may have made a boo-boo.
And Rex, I
Um,
think I might know what's causing a lot of people to lag over at your base.
oh,
The crafting stations. I have my cooker and my fabricator on, and I was fine until I turned one of the other ones on. But the second I turned the fabricator on, I started getting major lag here.
That's always been a thing since ASC though.
Yeah, but
Has
that
it?
could be
All the
what's,
visual effects that come with it.
yeah, but that could be what's causing
yeah.
Killer to constantly crash
She
over
did
it.
get better though. I don't know what she did the other day, but she was able to go to your base. She was fine.
It could be also like things like the egg farm where it's just screaming penguins for 5 minutes.
Yep, and a lot of people don't realize that noise is an effect that is rendered.
It is. It takes processors too.
Yeah.
But all the lights and all the visual effects, especially the replicator, that's pretty taxing on a lot of systems.
That's one of the reasons I wish you could turn off just
The visuals.
tame animal noises.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woohoo.
That might provide an unfair advantage and let you hear players coming towards you.
Well,
Yeah, well, turning your graphics settings to low gives you an unfair advantage, so.
Nitrado having exclusivity is an unfair advantage. How about that?
Yeah, exactly.
You sure? I mean, I feel like that just levels the playing field because everyone runs like shit on their servers.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, maybe you got a point there.
Oh shit. I turned my bird because I looked down when you said that. Like, holy fuck.
I mean, to be fair, Nitrado kind of deserves that burn.
Oh, hell yeah.
That was cremation. They dead at this point.
We can only hope.
I mean, when their web page will take me 5 minutes to load to do anything to tweak my server,
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah,
a good sign.
And
Their server
notice,
interface pages are shit. They really
and
are.
notice, if you go to the server as a non-user or non-client, whatever you want to call it,
Yep,
works
As a
perfectly fine.
that's right. It's only if you're logged in.
Yep. They give a nice forward face, but we all
Their
know
back
better.
end shit. Yeah.
Yep.
Their statements are about worth as much as the paper they're printed on. They don't print anything on paper.
That's right.
Well, except for the toilet paper.
I don't think
they're-
they even print that.
If they're printing toilet paper, I would be concerned.
Don't worry, it only comes with 50 contracts.
That you've got to sign
Yeah.
in quadruplicate.
And most of which involve you sacrificing your children, so, I mean,
No, it wouldn't be children because they're the next generation of players. They're dumb, but not that dumb.
Yeah, it's sacrificing
sure?
your computer instead.
They'd be like pets. We'll do that.
Yeah, maybe it's
No.
some fingers, maybe an arm, and some toes.
No, they'll want some level of exclusivity. If you sign up for an account with us, you are hereby banned from signing up for an account with any other game service provider.
Yeah.
I
surprise
wouldn't
me.
be surprised if they tried that, to be honest.
That wouldn't
They-
surprise me at all.
They haven't done more than this, as far as this goes. But it has the feel of trying to be a monopoly.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's not quite there yet, but it's
it's in the works.
There's
Yeah.
certain rules that they're trying to get around.
there's certain rules that they try to fight and open up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, folks. We have the utmost faith in Nitrado.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't even say that with a straight face.
I'm not drunk enough for that.
Whatever you're having, share
I'm
it,
never.
'cause it sounds
I
like
am
really
never
good
drunk
stuff.
enough for that. I am never drunk enough for that. Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, in all honesty, if you want to try for a flex like that, I don't know. Maybe step one should be a good product, good service.
It doesn't even have to be a good service. Make your community happy. Work with them.
Yeah.
Like-
That's something they don't understand. at all.
That'll never happen.
I mean, I've seen companies and their product is something, but the fact that they're very transparent about it and they try to work with you, that is, communities love that.
They do.
Sometimes. Depends who you're talking to. If it's me, I'm always a bit slow.
And then you've got our resident devil's advocate, Lunar, who always
Check
tries.
out my inventory.
Who
take what
always
you want.
tries to.
Why are you using in-game voice chat?
Me?
Glitter. Do you not see the speaker pop
Put
up?
it on.
It's on like voice activate.
What?
Yeah.
I don't like that. To make it go away. How the fuck do I do
I
that?
love it. I love it.
No, Glitter. You must have it. You must endure it.
No!
It will be your new life.
This is that whole trauma all over again, where I was yelling at my kids.
I mean, to be fair, at least all of us understand that kids are a pain in the ass and they're gonna get yelled at.
Yep.
This is true.
But looking bird.
I'm
What
just
is the
having a
bird?
look.
Oh.
I'm
yeah.
actually just having a look at Nitrodo, and if you look at their game servers that they've got available, 10 of the options in the first screen are all ARC in various forms. PS4 ARC, mobile
Yeah.
ARC, Xbox ARC,
No one.
Switch Japan Edition, Switch official save
Glitter,
game
I stole a
PC.
stack of rare flowers.
I think
No,
that's,
those are all yours if you want them.
I was going to say,
Oh.
Zaraki, I think for once someone brought you flowers.
What about the veggies? Can I steal those?
If you want them, I'm not really ready to do anything with them yet.
Yeah, Nitrodo's game lineup is still just as shit as ever.
Well, and see, like,
Okay,
the big
can
thing
you
that
move forward?
annoyed me with Nitrado
Actually, no.
is back when Ark was on Game Pass, and some buddies that I worked with wanted to get into Ark and try it out. My only option was Nitrado. The one day I got done work, it had an update. Okay, guys, got to update the server. Everyone got off, updated their
right.
Xbox. No, the update for their servers would not be released for another 4 hours
Exactly.
Ooh.
of estimated time.
Yep.
So no one could
that's-
join because we were all
For 4 or
updated.
5 hours. That's right.
Yep.
That looks like.
Seriously, their game lineup is still shit.
Ooh.
Glitter, you keep saying ooh. What are you oohing?
Okay. I didn't realize you were nearby with the bird on, like, called, and I thought I did something, whistled by accident. I don't know.
I mean, I haven't
I mean,
called
would
her.
we be surprised?
Well,
I've even still got credit with them. Fuck it. I'm logging out.
So do I. But
I
no.
could spin a server up for, I don't know, 3 days probably.
I don't think I have that much credit. I think it's like cents.
Yeah, mine's $8.30 something cents.
Why is my bird in the sky?
Okay, so
Things
that's
moved.
what we do.
like, I don't even know where my Basilo went.
Was it on neutral? Because all the birds are flying.
They didn't like me. They said get out.
And your stream is so delayed for me.
I find that since I started multi-streaming, it's got more of a delay
Yeah.
to begin with. But also, if you're having the issues you are, I can just imagine
Yeah.
it being even worse still.
Yeah.
Holy.
The
frickin'
the
berries.
one I love is opening up the YouTube like stream dashboard, and it won't even give me the live feed. I have to go in and click the button because it's a couple minutes behind.
Yep.
See, my chat, I have to resync it every time.
I mean, I have to re-log into my YouTube for OBS every time, but I think that's also because my YouTube account is so old. It's from before the time they went, here, we're going to make everyone their own personal one with their actual name, too.
Yeah.
My
My
YouTube
primary
pretty
YouTube is
awesome.
got. You can just go to /user/Granthus, I think. It's I'm on there. None of this fancy, all these numbers and letters and gibberish that nobody can fucking understand.
Oh, are you a... No, you're a regular one.
And the only reason why I haven't sat there and gone, no, what, delete my actual name account is because I just, back in my mind, I'm like, I don't want this, like, I push this button and it's, both channels are gone. No.
Yeah, no, exactly right.
I would sooner just leave it than have that happen.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I can agree with sacrificing Rex.
You can always agree with that. Heck, you're usually the one that recommends it.
You make it sound like
Always.
that's a bad thing.
Yeah, it's hazardous to my health.
Sounds like a you problem.
All right. We've almost got our bassies ready. Do we have saddles?
Yeah, I've already made saddles.
I was checking. I grabbed one.
How dare you, you klepto, you thief, you monster, you abomination, you heathen!
I have
You
donated
banana brain.
more stuff in the time that I've been here than it would have taken you to make that saddle.
Banana brain.
Piranhas, you can keep staring at me all you want. Oh god, yeah, I want you.
Rex, get over here and queue up the shock trank darts for me, please. I haven't gotten back up to that level yet.
Do I go for the nest or just grab the cast?
Absolutely all that it can be crafted?
Yep.
Okay. Like 91 are queued.
Only 90? Okay, I'll go get more gel stuffs.
Biotoxin? Yeah, that's the ammo I love, especially with my Ascendant long neck.
Well, considering I get most of my metal from the stone around here, I figured I'd actually go out and get a donkey.
Donkeys are beautiful.
Because, I mean, most of the metal I get is from stone, so, I mean, it makes perfect
But-
sense.
And
Why would you go shocking trank darts unless you're firing that off a raft you can't fire it?
Okay, now that I don't have an alarm going off in my ear, what was that?
Why would you go shocking trank darts though? You can't shoot them in the water unless you're standing on something.
Sure I can. It's called cryo everything in the bay and lure it in.
that's how I got my first one, so
It's called think smart, dingus. I know your
Well,
brain only goes so far, but
Well, I also am more of the tame in the field, forget the traps. It's more interesting that way.
yeah,
And
I'm more interested in
remember,
actually
a
successfully
donkey-
getting it.
a wild donkey will damage stone, so you gotta keep it away from anything that's stone.
Okay, this is a little bit interesting, Rex. The the buffering I'm getting is actually only your strength.
Okay then.
I mean,
Because
I
I've actually got another Twitch stream where I
Yeah.
actually open on, in a different tab, or in a different
it's
window.
fine.
Actually, I've split them, and it's fine. And I'm not getting the Prime Gaming popping up constantly. Whereas with yours, I'm getting the Prime Gaming popping constantly, and it's buffering constantly.
I mean, I have still seen that be a Twitch thing because not
Yeah,
all
no, I think it is.
streamers are equal.
Well,
Yeah,
not
no,
only
they're
that, but too could be different for like different Twitch servers too. Like I'm connecting to like more of a Canadian or East Coast one, and they could be.
They're US based.
Not my fault. you're
maybe.
a monster.
How dare you not stream something that brings thousands of people?
But also, he's got 81,000 followers, and you've only got 100 and something.
Oh God, yeah.
180.
There's the favoritism
So
right there.
all streamers are not created equal.
Let me guess, partner.
Probably.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
He's part of their
They
new partner
get
program
better.
as well.
They get
He's part
priority.
of their newer one. Yeah.
I used some mods for somebody that was a partner, and it was written into the contract, and it's written into all the contracts that they will get priority over affiliates.
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
no surprise. It's
They're
just like they're. We
Every-
support smaller streamers, air quotes.
Bullshit.
No,
That,
they
uh,
don't.
But
They
like I said,
condemn smaller streamers.
It's a PR.
your stream's constantly popping up that Prime Gaming, and
Yeah.
his is not. So, and like I said, it is constant. I could open up my desktop for you to see it. It's constantly popping up. It's really pain
Yeah.
in the ass, actually. Well, it's just annoying. It's the buffering that's annoying.
Mhm.
I don't mind the ads. It's just
You
the
know what
buffering.
would be funny though is afterwards if I go look at the analytics and it's like you made $5 in ad revenue.
Yeah, look, I don't care. It can throw them up constantly.
So what
As
you're
long as
saying
it's the
is
little
that-
banners.
What you're saying is that all I need to do is set up a stream to where it runs purely nothing but ads.
Oh, somebody's done that,
Yeah, they have.
Yeah.
and they didn't need to wait. Didn't need to work the next week. That's how much. They made.
Well, and also it's the ad revenue. From what I understand, is also based on the view counts too.
It is on view counts, and there's also click-throughs.
So
They actually add to it as well.
yeah,
So maybe I should sit here and occasionally click on some of these ads when they pop up.
Yeah, it's one of those things where the system is made to have bonus points in it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Don't go bug crazed. I'm just stopping here a minute.
Go bug crazed. Go bug crazed.
Megatherium.
Yep.
Fuck that shit.
I rode one for the first time ever last night.
Ah. I like
I like
Megatheriums.
Yeah.
They creeped me out, so it's like I always stayed away from them.
They're a beast when they go into bug craze.
Yeah, which is why they're
Because of the damage is just awesome.
well,
Yep,
and that's
I
what makes them
agree.
such a good tame for the broodmother.
Oh yeah, for the broodmother, yeah, because it's all bugs.
That's
I was trying to tame one, and it went into bug craze by the time
Oh,
right.
that's problematic.
That's right. That's why you were asking me about their torpor in craze mode.
Yeah,
Yo.
that's problematic.
Yeah, well, because it's a 4-time damage
Damage
resist
buff.
and damage output.
And exactly, damage buff and damage resist.
and I
They take a
completely
quarter damage and did 4 times more
torpor
damage.
is related to the damage.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
That's what made it difficult to tame Megatheriums on Scorched Earth, is because where we were set up, if you remember Anubis, where we were set up, we had tons of Megatheriums nearby, but there
Oh,
was
yeah,
also
but
tons of bugs.
Yup.
So
I
you'd
can
start
see
trying
that.
to start trying to trank them, and they'd all of a sudden, oh, shiny, and go after a bug and go into bug craze and go, oh fuck, we have to wait now.
that,
I don't see a lot of bugs where I'm at, but I see a lot of car nodes.
that was one
Well,
of
yeah,
the
that's the
things that I would get a laugh at with my Rhino on Evolved, is because I would pick them up, take them to my taming pit, and then have to sit there because they were pissed off by the time I got to
Yep.
because I was using a
Yep.
big bug.
Well, that's what we ended up doing in the end as well. Was we'd come along and just with a lot of other tames at least, you just get tired of taming in the field. Just pick them up and come and drop them in a taming
Come in
pen
with
and
a Quetzal
Or-
and drop them in a pen.
and drop them in a pen. Yeah.
Or like me last night, I was taming one of the monkey men. I
Yeah, I know, like-
Gigantopithecus.
think of what they're called. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
it sounds like you're trying to say something with a lip. But,
Gigantopithecus.
Yeah.
yep. And I can tame it in the wild. I've done it, but I was like half awake, and it was like I just want ease at this point. I just want it for the credit of taming everything. I don't think they serve a
You
real.
can put them on Wander and they gather fiber automatically.
They do.
I can do
bushes.
that with my fairy.
And they're really good at
fairy
throwing
do it
you.
though with Wander?
A fairy is an auto. Yep.
Okay, I was not
Or
aware of
it
that
used to be an ASC.
And if I remember correctly, the Gigantopithecus is really good at throwing you places.
one. Yeah,
Yes.
you could use it as a raid dino to get over walls. Yes.
Over walls and stuff, yeah. Because you ride around on their shoulders.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I tamed 2 of them on Crystal, if I remember correctly. Only because just for the novelty of taming one. No, actually, I only tamed 1. I did it once and went, no, that one's enough.
Well, and like that's why I don't usually do the murder chickens, is because like I've tamed one on here, and like
Yeah.
with veggies, it was a couple hours. Get away with that paintbrush.
Come here, Rex. I just want to give you lipstick.
Not
No.
live, it can be
And
pretty
since they
gorgeous.
use wingsuits all the time, getting thrown by Gigantopithecus and then using the wingsuit was pretty cool. I will admit. But then again, so was the jump pad.
I need that.
I mean, in Crystal, I could go from the Redwoods all the way over to the Element Island just with one jump pad. Jump pad and glider, or wingsuit.
Well, and like some of you guys just had it figured out too, to just go wherever.
We also eventually figured out how you could fly with the wingsuit as opposed to just gliding. There was a way of being able to actually gain elevation with
Yeah.
them. You could actually fly with them. It
Well-
took practice and it was a fine skill.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, and that's what I mean by the fact that some of you just figured out how to get anywhere.
Ah, Mira was the one that had that figured out.
Yeah.
Far out, she could go anywhere. On the island, she could go anywhere with a wingsuit.
Do you have any superior kibble?
Do I?
No, Rex.
I've got all the kibbles.
Mind if I grab some?
Go for it.
Ooh, Glitter's found somebody she wants to tame.
Something she wants to use kibble for on top
Superior
of it.
kibble for. Yes, that tames quicker.
And I'm picky with the kibble. Everything that I've tamed so far, with the exception of the Utes, has been like, I don't want to waste it.
Meanwhile, I'm just sitting there. I got my
No,
kibble farm.
kibble.
You get some kibble. You get some kibble. You get
Exactly.
some kibble. You get some kibble.
Once I reach a point of having out a farm and I'm actually growing the stuff for kibble, it's kibble all the way because it makes taming
Yeah.
so much quicker.
Yeah.
So much quicker.
I also don't like using other people's stuff like that. I know I can.
That I understand.
Yeah. Well, and
How
not
dare
only
you,
that,
Glitter.
but it's also kind of
Monster.
like a whole thing of respect too. You don't assume you can use other people's
Especially when
stuff.
it comes to kibble, because kibble takes it actually takes effort to actually make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because right from the making the farms and taking time to actually get the eggs and it's not just I will just throw a couple of things into a cooking station and bingo, we got kibble. There's a lot more behind it, effort wise.
Especially nowadays, because it seems like you have to be like AFK at your base for the eggs.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that startup point when you're trying to get the best Obi that you can.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, I'm
Hey, your
probably
sub's done.
gonna have to acquire some Giga eggs at some point to better my farm.
Do you want fertilized or?
I mean, I would say you have to give me fertilized, but
I got
Yes.
4.
because I don't think it makes a difference in the taming
It
effectiveness.
doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
So,
It's
why
just
give
a-
it?
Wanted one, or if you wanted a pair to give you part of the kibble farm. Or
Yeah, Giga's
No.
was way too big for my liking
yeah,
for
so
a
you
farm.
cover that.
Yeah, I've got all the kibbles and that. I try to keep my farms to the smaller ones on the scales.
Yeah. You don't want a gigantic animal to give you a certain type of egg. Like, if you want a
Yeah.
large egg, just go and get some moss chops. If you want a large egg.
Well, that's it. I've got penguins. I've got fucking the pickpocketers.
Yeah, Pelagonus.
Yeah,
Pego.
the-
Pegomastics.
the- hmm? Yeah, Pegomastics. Yeah, okay. Capros, Rexes, and Uties.
Yeah.
I hate turtles.
Smallest,
Farm.
the
I swear
smallest
they
size.
cannot.
Well,
The
I was
smallest
gonna
sized
go
animals for the type of egg. Yeah.
I think it was with for the capros. I tried to go with the seagulls. Unfortunately, my long neck's too powerful.
I still gotta get some seagulls so I can get the golden
Wait,
egg
they-
a little easier.
That's where you need a boomerang or a beady stick.
Why are you slurping on something?
Lazarus chowder. Keep the scuba gear even longer. I don't min-max a lot of
Holy.
things, but stuff like that.
I mean, Lazarus isn't all that expensive to make. It's worthwhile.
Well, and especially when it feels like it at least doubles the durability of the primitive scuba tank.
Right. Do I need?
It's kind of long run worth it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna head out for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, catch you later, Lena. I'm gonna have to duck off shortly myself.
On the
actually.
right
I've gotta go
bird,
out as
right?
well.
Yeah.
No, you're not allowed to, God. I'm sorry.
I promised the daughter I would. Yeah, you too, mate.
You're
Well-
gonna spend time with the gremlin?
Well, yeah.
It's called this thing called trying to be a decent parent or a good parent.
Parenting,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that's right. I wanted to say.
How dare you speak of such sacrilegious concepts?
And I just realized
I know,
how
I
much
know.
what I just said did not fit the conversation at all.
Glitter, how often does anything you say fit the conversation?
Oh, it was bad. That could totally be taken out of context.
And we
Again.
always take it out of context, so
Yeah.
that's fine.
Point still stands, especially with you.
Oh, he is.
I just
great.
also like the fact that the stream is labeled for like underwater adventure. We're 5 minutes to the end. I'm now getting to the
know.
underwater adventure.
Well,
Moist
I
Adventure,
mean-
and yeah. You
I
got there
love-
eventually.
Great Magatherium. It's so pretty. And white isn't one you normally see, right?
Huh?
Magatherium.
Not really. Not a white one.
I've seen like they're not common, but I've seen a fair few. But I mean, I've also been like I actively look for them.
Yes, yes, we
So-
know you're an overachiever. We get it.
Well, when you're, I do try to make progress to
See?
the goals.
Overachiever.
No, if I was an overachiever, the weekends I wouldn't sleep and just be busy taming everyone I see, like Bug.
I totally do not log on, and the first thing I do is check the codes
I
to
was
see.
going to say,
anything
you
I wanna
realize you're
grab.
talking about people like Bug and Glitter who wake up at, well, before everyone else is even breathing and starts doing their rounds, right?
Yeah,
I
see,
mean, my rounds aren't super massive, at least. It's just what's on the coast? Okay, I'm going building.
See,
Or gaming.
I try to log on, remember to check the troughs. Usually forget. Might breed
Get
something that
sidetracked
I'm
by something shiny. Yeah.
if there's drops in the area, yeah. But like make up the kibbles, and take inventory.
4 hours later, gets to actually doing something.
Depending on the move, go resource gathering to build or whatever. I mean, it's pretty bad when the oldest signs on the ASA and for like his second time, and I'm just like, I need stone and wood. Go gather.
Yeah.
Alright, that just makes you sound like a psych driver.
Tomato, tomato.
Banana Skittlefart?
If you say so.
I mean, as far as I'm aware, he still hasn't quite figured out if he wants to go his own way or set up with us. So until then, where he decides one way or the other, I will put him on resource gathering tasks that time to help the base.
Such a slayer.
Pretty sure he was ready to kill me the first day that I played. Just some random person at the base. He's like, "Who are you?"
I am Bob. Bow before me, minion.
And I'm over here scared because it's like every parent has their own like level of internet security. Some do not like you interacting with their kids at all. So it's like,
well, see,
give it a minute, see if she steps in first.
my whole thing is if I feel like you wouldn't be a safe person to interact, the password wouldn't not be acknowledged, like, wouldn't be in your knowledge base. It's that simple. It's like,
Really? I start walking away from you, then you're like, oh, hey, I'm done.
Yep, they do that.
Shithead.
Now let's take the gamble of, is it in the trap?
because yes, we are trying to teach them things of internet safety and stuff like that. But just in that too, you can't have them thinking to be scared of it too.
Yeah. See, mine, he's younger than a teenager, but he's, I swear, mentally a teenager. I get access to everything. That's it, across the board. You want to be on PlayStation? I want to see the messages.
Yeah.
Because I've been on PlayStation. I know how nasty that can get.
Yeah.
That's good parenting, in my opinion.
Well, and that's the other thing. It's not that you're not allowed, but like there's a pin on the Xbox. Like it's we want to know.
Yeah, and as I said to my kids, it's not that I don't trust you, I just don't trust every other prick on the internet.
And he plays Dead by Daylight, and he gets a kick out of people losing their shit over losing a match. And it's like, so do I, so I can't really say anything on that.
But that's what I told my daughter, is it's not that I don't trust you, I just don't trust every other person on the internet.
Yeah. Well, and especially in the grounds of with your case, Calvin, it's your daughter. It's
Exactly.
Ooh, I hate to say there's a difference, but yeah.
oh god,
There is,
yeah,
even if it's a perceived difference, it is a difference.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I would be so scared.
Fortunately, where I've got my computer set up and where her computer is set up, I can actually see her screen from where I am.
We did for a little while, and yes, it's not him that the question arises, but he was showing he's including me in these messages that are being sent or whatever. So okay, you
Yeah.
get a little separation. Now he's in the next room.
Yeah.
The
Well, in this
trust has
case,
been
it's
kind of
just
shown.
the only convenient place to set up our desks. So.
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
and there's that side of it too, right? For our kids, it's the only place where there's space for their tower is the kitchen.
Yeah.
But like their Discord, we have the parent rental controls on. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
so like, every week there's an email. He's in this number of servers.
Yeah, and just an overview of what
Yeah.
of activity. Yeah,
It's not a strict leash, but it's also it's a net.
it's just keeping you informed.
Yeah.
I mean, too many parents see the internet as a babysitter, and that's a big mistake.
Yeah.
Huge mistake.
Yeah.
They sit in front of the computer or the internet and go, okay, they're set, and don't really give a shit about what they're exposed to. And seriously,
And especially free to play games.
yeah,
Is-
I'm in a different position to most. Well, than most of you lot, is because I've gone from a generation where there was no internet to the internet we have today, and I've seen it transform over the years. And once upon a time, early days,
I
You
remember
could
the
put a-
dial-up
you-
sound.
you could put a kid in front of the internet and walk away and know that they're not going to be exposed to something nefarious or disturbing.
Well, yeah, because
Once
Yeah.
upon a time,
you just
not
Pop
anymore.
your head
Not anymore,
in.
because 90% of what they're exposed to today is questionable.
My oldest came to me one day. Thankfully, it was just a word, and they were using it improperly. But asked me what vor was.
Yeah.
Now, in this context, it was a game that has cannibalism, and he's a dark kid. That is his like go-to. He loves horror games. He loves
Yeah.
shit. So, to an extent, that would have been fine. But the sexuality to it would have no.
yeah, no.
Yes, no. So, yeah, I know what you're saying, but yeah, it's these days you've got to be mindful of what they're exposed to, because it's too easy for them to be exposed to the wrong things,
Yeah.
no matter where they go, whether it be
Like, this was Roblox.
Yeah.
Well, again,
In a-
free to play
In
game.
a child, room, or whatever you want to call it. It was like, it had to be some creepy ass adult that was just being nasty.
Yeah.
And that's it. There's too many people too many creepy ass adults think that they can jump on the internet and they're anonymous, so they can do whatever.
Yup.
And guess what? They can't, because they're not anonymous. That's what they don't realize. They're not anonymous.
And the thing is, not one of my good moments, but I know how to hack you. If I really wanted to.
Yeah,
You-
been there.
Fuck with my kid.
Yeah, been there. I know exactly what you're saying. I wasn't always on this side of the legal system.
Yup.
I've got many decades behind me. I've been in every particular camp you can think of at one point or another.
I mean, mine, it started off with I absolutely love coding.
Yeah.
And
Hell yeah.
the stuff that you learn in coding. And it's not nefarious, it's just you're learning coding.
It's knowledge.
Yeah.
It's knowledge.
And-
It's just
Yeah.
knowledge for the sake of knowledge. Yeah.
And at the end of the day, knowledge is power to an extent.
Yep. And
Knowledge
coding
is power,
also
and
can
it depends on how you use it.
it's very much one of those things where it can be used nefarious or it can be used for good.
Yes, absolutely. One of my favourite things to do in the early internet days, and this used to really spin people out, is I would actually go to RFCs, the request for comments, the repository of internet standardization protocols. and I'd just pull pull down the protocol for SMTP, for example, mail, and I'd actually read the full standardized spec as to how email works, and then figure out how you could use that in other ways. It's probably a good way of putting it.
Especially with
And you'd be
stream.
surprised how many games run off that same theoretical
Protocol.
system.
Oh, they do, yeah.
But
So yeah, I actually studied protocols so that I could learn them inside and out. I wouldn't rely on a program to do it. I could actually bring up a Telnet client and I could craft an email and send an email and nobody would be able to track it back to its source. Because even got down to the point of being able to put in fake pathing information. So as far as email clients are concerned and email servers are concerned, it came from a completely different location to where it actually came from.
Pretty
Yes,
much
it
shell
is possible to do.
but email.
Yeah, it is definitely possible to do, but there's no program that can do it.
No, it has to be done off the person, and it's
It has to be
Oh,
done
that's
manually. And these days, nobody's got the skills or the knowledge to be able to do it.
Mm.
There's very, very few. Very
I feel bad for the coding world. Say in 5 years, 10 years, it's everything is automated now.
point and click. I want this. Click. I
Happens
want
when
that.
that
Click.
shit
I want
breaks.
that. Click.
But also, looking at the time, I've managed to go 10 minutes longer on my stream because we got talking.
Oh
That's
no!
a good sign, though. That means you were enjoying it.
Well, not only that, but like where it started, where it's like talking parenting. It's not like it's good knowledge too. Like it's
Yeah.
even as an opinion piece. Like it's not a just random rambling.
It's an
So-
important message.
I wouldn't be surprised if my older kids fall in the same age bracket as you guys, to be honest. Okay, I'm an old fuck. So
Cowden, they're roughly about the
Remember
same
you
age as
mentioning
me, so your kids
Yeah.
do fall into the same category age
they
bracket.
do fall into the same. They do fall in the same age.
I was gonna say I believe one of yours at least.
Both of my older kids are in their 30s.
Yes.
But yeah, guys, we're going to wrap it up here while I'm getting attacked here. So, we will be back tomorrow, 6 p.m. EST for probably more Ark. But yeah, guys, don't forget, like, subscribe, follow, push all the buttons. Heck, join the Patreon, and we will see you